Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? There's been a stampede in Mecca at the Hajj. Yes, the Mecca Massacre, the madness of the events going on in Mecca in Saudi Arabia. But a stampede has killed more than 450 people and injured 719. Now, this has happened about 2 hours ago. According to CNN, a stampede during one of the last rituals of the Hajj, the annual Islamic pilgrimage to Mecca, has killed 450 people, 719 injured there in Saudi Arabia. It took place this morning, a couple hours ago, on this September to remember. And really, folks, it's incredible the events that have taken place around the world, so prophetically showing us that we're living in the last days. But it took place today, September 24, 2015, as stoning the devil in this is where people literally go up to a wall and start throwing pebbles at the wall in a ritual stoning the devil to keep the evil spirits away. Apparently it didn't work, because the devil brought a stampede. Now, the latest death toll, and I'm sure it's going to rise, is 453 dead, 719 injured. And I'm sure that total will rise, as this is an insane, I mean, literally an insane act of religious pilgrimage, of carnage, which is really sad. It's really horrible. It's awful. I can't even, I'm trying to understand it, but I realize, I mean, when these folks, and I'll give you a little bit better glimpse of this, you can see these people coming across the bridge here. Now, you have to understand, this year they broke the all-time record for people coming to the Hajj, this annual pilgrimage of Islam. And they get about 2 million people. This year they got 3 million plus. Is it because it's the September to remember? Is it because of all of the things? Yesterday, the Day of Atonement. Yesterday, the Hajj. Yesterday, the CERN. Yesterday, the Pope visiting America and meeting in the Oval Office with the President of the United States. Is it because of all of the different things taking place at the same time? Well, the ramifications and obviously the manifestation of all of this is this horrific, and I really can't believe the media is as quiet about this as they are. I think they realize that the sadness and the reality of the horrificness of this scene is insane. It's horrible. It's just, it's just mind-boggling, really. Well, the stoning of the devil, which is what they were doing, is throwing pebbles at a wall. It's part of the annual Islamic Hajj pilgrimage to the holy city they call the holy city of Mecca in Saudi Arabia. Muslim pilgrims fling pebbles at 3 walls, formerly the pillars, in the city of Mina, just east of Mecca. It's just, they walk there, okay? It's a suburb of Mecca. Now, this thing has been cursed from the beginning, and I said that 3 days ago. I said it's without question, there seems to be a curse upon Mecca this year. It started with the lightning bolt on 9/11 that came from the sky, a lightning bolt that hit the crane that was being used over top the city to add on to the Grand Mosque in Mecca. And I'm going to show you a little bit of a picture there of that. As there they were, the cranes, and they were working to build and to make the mosque larger. Lightning hit one of the cranes. Now, it was a crane owned by the Osama bin Laden family. The crane collapsed, killing 107 and injuring 230 worshipers. Now and it was on 9/11. What are the odds of this? Then 6 days later, one of the major hotels there in Mecca caught on fire. 2 people were injured, and 1,000 people had to be evacuated. It seemed as if this was a harbinger warning to stay away from this event or whatever was going to happen. And it's happened this morning, as 453 are dead, 719 are injured, and those totals will rise, unfortunately, in a stampede of worshipers trampling one another to their deaths. This is the saddest thing I've ever heard of, but this is absolutely what's taking place. You do not want to miss today's live broadcast. My guest is Chuck Missler. Chuck Missler will be our guest live in a 90-minute interview on our radio show, Coming Apocalypse. So you come to my website. You can watch it live. Go to my website, go to the live show, click on it, and join us if you want to. Join us in the chat room as we're going to be interviewing Chuck Missler. We are honored that he has accepted our invitation to come and be with us and to share with us his vast knowledge of the Word of God. And we're going to be asking him some things relevant to the end times, current events relevant to the end times, and what is the biblical ramifications of these events. We have 7 questions for him that we're going to give him plenty of time to be able to speak on, and I think it's going to be a powerful, powerful program. God bless you. We'll see you there. Pray for these people. Pray for these people here. I mean, you've got a lot of families who are going to get tragic news of the death of their loved ones who went there for a pilgrimage. Just pray. This is a really, really, pray for the injured and for the whole scene that's took place there. It's just it's a horrific thing. God bless. Give your life to Jesus Christ. He is the Messiah, and he is the hope of glory.